Alright, let's go ahead and talk about the classroom websites. We're basically going to be talking about various ways that you guys can get a website up and running, so you guys will be making your own pictures, your own videos, etc., so that parents and maybe even your fans will keep up to date with what's happening inside your classroom. We have various ways of approaching this, and I've been looking through and I've been combing through the best ways, and well, not really the best ways I should say, but I've been coming through different options, and what I found was that Google Sites is probably going to be the easiest and most convenient, especially since the idea that Chromebooks will probably become a common tool used inside your classroom. Now, one second. And basically I found that Google Sites is going to be the most useful and commonly used. That's going to be probably going to be given a lot of updates and probably just more in sync with maybe your already created Google accounts. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here for Google Sites. Google Sites will basically give you a kind of something that looks like this and won't have a list of your other websites such as I do right now. Instead, you're going to be wanting to hit create. When you hit create, you'll be given an idea of different templates you can probably use. I generally went with the Classroom Basic website because we're looking to make a classroom website, am I right? So let's just go ahead and hit back and just take a look at what I've created so far over here on this tab. This is what the basic tab is going to look like. This is what our default template is. As you can see, it's probably not going to be what you want to say, like Student of the Month is not going to be John Doe, is Lorem and Personum and all this other Harry Potter magical words that we got here. So let's go ahead and change basically our site layout first, because this is not something that I want to see, you know, just like very simple. Mr. Shu, come on, that looks lame. You want something flashy. You want something that screams your personality when you make these websites. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're not going to worry so much about site design, but I'm still going to go through it so you at least have an idea of how to make something look presentable and maybe more professional for maybe future parents or maybe even possibly future employers. Who knows? Hey, you could always get something fancy like this for your portfolio. And let's go ahead and take a look. You're not going to hit this one. This one's going to be edit page. This only edits the page that you're currently on. Instead, you're going to want to hit this button right here. This gear that screams basically settings and everything. Pretty, it's a little bit misleading. It took me a while to find it, but eventually I was able to see it, and I just want to hit edit site layout. So, once you hit edit site layout, you'll be able to hit these and edit the sidebar and everything. Once you hit the sidebar, you can choose an option, you know, on the right, on the left. You even get the width of it. Let's go ahead and just show you what it looks like if it's on the right. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe it's cooler that way. For me, it looks a little bit more modern. I like it. That's not you. That's Miss Smith. We don't know who Mrs. Smith is, so we want to change that. Obviously, this is not you. This is not Mrs. Smith. You are not Mrs. Smith, and we don't really care one way or the other about Mrs. Smith. So let's go ahead and delete that picture right there. And we don't want to use this link because that's going to be useless to us also. So instead, we can use the insert tool. So no HTML code needed if you want to later on. Just hit images, and we can probably just upload an image. Let me see what I can find. And here we go. I found a picture. We're uploading it right now. There we go. It looks pleasant, doesn't it? Let's hit OK. And holy smokes, it's huge, ain't it? Fortunately for us, we have some pretty basic tools on how to resize these images. We can go ahead and wrap it around into there. We can even leave it wrap off. We can align it to the center. We can make it medium. We can make it small. Or we can even just use our custom size right here. And obviously we do not want this hyperlink right here. Instead, we can change that. At default, it's going to make it to the subpage that is listed as the About Me page. The About Me page is pretty handy, and I would leave it because, you know, it doesn't hurt to have a little bit more information on yourself. We're done. Hit OK. And it should refresh. There it goes. Look how awesome that looks. That looks snazzy there. Alright, so Student of the Month, and these are all posts. This is something you got to do in edit page later on. But let's say we're not quite done with everything here. So we want to change maybe class announcements, class calendar, reading lists, etc. We can even have a poll right here. This poll is pretty nifty. I believe this is linked up with maybe the Google poll options, which I can show you guys later, or if you have questions on how to do it, I can show you how to do that also. There are other things you can add onto this sidebar if you're not very content with this. Maybe, for example, you want to add a +1 button for your, you know, Google Plus everything. Just random text, site activities, recent activities, countdown, site owners, page authors, everything. You know, for maybe a wiki or something you want to do. Let's get rid of this current poll one. I don't like this one. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of the template tips because we don't really want to work with that either. More stuff. This goes on to basically what you want to see later on, but as you notice, I've added class photos up there because I think that's one of the more important links. So we can always change that up. by deleting class photos from this list. Simple as that. See? Pretty easy. Now let's say close. We're done with basically maybe all this whole custom and everything right here with sidebars, header, and etc. So let's say close, and let's work on editing this page. So all we gotta do is hit this edit page button, and wham, bam, thank you ma'am, we can get rid of all this stuff over here. So this one right here we knew was the announcements, you know, the student of the month, get rid of that. Maybe word of the week, get rid of that. Recent announcements, that's always good. Recent homeworks, yeah, let's keep that. As you notice, this one on the bottom right here is in a table format. The table format basically allows you to put two things side by side right there in that document. It feels professional, feels nice, and it kind of makes it give a really clean look right there. So let's go ahead and go, oops, oh, as you can see, it gives you help right there too if you want to. So you can post an announcement this way. You can just do it through a blog post. Now, let's go in for one right here now anyways. So let's say right next to recent announcements, we want to add a new post there. Insert. There are all different things you can list here. Let's do recent post. So recent post, we can do a post from any of these links right here. So I want to add maybe a classroom announcements one there. I know it was there before, but hey, let's keep it there. This will actually allow you how many posts you want to have from that site itself to show up on the front page. Really great stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Save, and there you go. Recent announcements, recent announcements, recent assignments. Let's go ahead and take a look into that page right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the recent announcements pages. So we're going to go to classroom announcements. Here you can see a bunch of different already made classroom announcements that are probably not particularly something you're very fond of. Easily deletable though, once we hit edit page. So as you can see here, we already got a bunch of posts that were available for us by default. Let's clean those guys up first. Click on the one you want to get rid of. Hit this button right here, you know, the gear one, totally misleading, took me a while to find it again, and hit delete page. Simple as that. There goes your blog post that was made by default. You don't need it, we don't like it, and there we go. Now we only have two left. Let's clean those bad boys up. Go ahead and just clean them up, make them nice and clean. Delete, delete, delete. So now that we cleaned up all these posts, let's go ahead and add our own post right here. New post. So let's just say we want to make a new announcement for maybe inside your classroom, something that's spiffy happening. So let's say week of blah blah with 20 blah blah. Yeah, it's simple enough, blah blah blah. So go ahead and play around with some of the formatting to make it seem like something that you enjoy. So let me go ahead and change mine to maybe Verdana. I know there's not many font choices, but hey, what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. And let's go ahead and type in there. So let's say this week inside Mr. Shu's classroom, Mr. Shu was able to freak out different students by looking straight at them and typing at the same time. I apologize for my new keyboard. It's a different key, so I wasn't able to type as fast and efficiently there. But maybe you want to add a picture in there. Very simple. Insert image. You can even add a video there later on, YouTube if you upload there, or a calendar, Google Calendar, very great stuff. App scripts, you can look it up on Google. There's some different things and pretty amazing stuff you can do right there. Drive, if you have any stuff in there that you want to add into there, like upload a YouTube video. I mean, my fault. You want to upload a video, but don't want to post it on YouTube. There we go. I'm uploading an image straight over to the post right here. Just hit OK. And of course, it's going to be huge as heck at first. Let's go ahead and make that a medium size. Very good medium size right there. I love Google's basic size and everything here. Aligning that. And look at that. Ain't that nice? Then you can continue typing and just kind of make it look all nice and fancy that way because, you know, looks professional. We hope that you will bring us more money for our class field trip. That kind of stuff, you know? Great stuff. You can even add files. Here's where some of you guys were asking, like, how do I add my files? Like, you know, the different documents that I wanted. So let's just say we had a homework assignment that we want to attach to it. Let's go ahead and hit this one. And maybe let's make it something simple like, you know, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, subtitles. Why don't we add that, you know? There you go. That's up. Just like that. And people can click it and they can download it. There you go. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And you've got homework ready to go on your class website. Now, let's go ahead and save this. Saving is up there. And now, if everything goes well, the five most recent posts should be coming down onto my website on the front page. Remember that? Let's go ahead and take a look. We go to home. There it is. Wake up blah blah 20 blah blah blah. Perfect. And then people can click it and it goes straight over there. It's up to date. People can see it. And there you go. You have class calendar, reading lists, useful links, forms and docs. You can actually integrate Google Forms in here so that you can have some feedback, maybe from parents or from any students that you are curious about. If you need help with that, just ask me. I can show you how to do it. Now, the biggest thing is, how are we going to get this onto our school website? You know, the teacher page and everything. Well, let me go ahead and publish this bad boy by hitting the share button. It's on the right side. You guys can't see from there. So let me go ahead and edit my scene real fast. There you go. You can see it right there. See that? That's the button that you want to press right up here to publish the website. I'm going to move the screen back to its default setting because I kind of liked it there before. Now, let's go ahead and hit that button and share, and you can see it's public right now. Anyone can view it from anywhere I need to. What you want to do is copy this link. You want to copy this link so we can add it to the AMS website. Well, I'm having trouble logging into my teacher webpage. This is pretty awkward. I think either it got changed or that I am just not very remembering what my password is because I've been kind of using a Google Calendar the whole time. That's okay. Once you guys go ahead and get that web link, everything and all that, it's pretty self-explanatory on how to post it up on your page. Just ask me in person and I'll show you guys gladly with it. Alright, so this ends basically the video for creating a website. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to look at basically the other options that you may have, I can help you in person, but I have a web link over there inside my description that will show you guys this link right here that shows you different ways of also presenting your website, your class website, my apologies. But personally, I still suggest Google Sites, guys. Very simple, widget based, very good. Alright. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm going to be having fun editing these videos. Take care.